Hello everyone, we're hanging out on the public test server of Star Wars The Old Republic where the developers go and test things and allow the players to try them out. What's currently being tested is some of the classes. However, sometimes if we're lucky, other things sneak their way onto the test server and we can get a preview of what's coming up. We're especially looking forward to Galactic Seasons, Season 2, the new, it's kind of like a battle pass in other games. We had our first season previously, and the next season, Season 2, will start with the next expansion. We don't have an exact date, but whenever 7.0 comes out in holidays, 2021 is the estimated date, we'll also get Season 2. A couple of Season 2 things have been sneaking their way onto the developer's server for testing. So we have seen that in the Galactic Seasons tab of Collections, Season 2, Shadows of the Underworld, has shown up, and some of the items, not all, this is not finished. This is not a promise of what we're getting or even a finalized list of items of what we might get in Season 2 or where they come from or when they come out or if they come out. Disclaimer, disclaimer, disclaimer. But I want to show you guys what's in here so you can kind of get an idea of what might be coming up. So first off, the companion Fenzale. We already knew we are going to be getting a Duros companion. We got some concept art, but this is the first time we're starting to kind of see him in game. Unfortunately, when you open it up, you can't preview it. So when you earn him through Galactic Seasons, we don't really have anything I can show you about that, as the Galactic Seasons tab is missing until it starts. One item will get him to you right away, the Encrypted Transmission, and one item, the Shadow of the Underworld Unlock, will give you the mission, the Shadow of the Underworld. It requires, this item grants a quest that requires level 24 consumed on use. So this may be something you don't have to wait till Knights of the Fallen Empire to go do if you want to get him through the story. So, however, although we can't preview those items, Smart Player did figure out that you can preview him through decorations. It's very tiny. I can't drag it up and down, but here's our first little quick in-game preview of Fenzale, the new Duros companion. A lot of players are saying, please, 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 let me put a hat on him so I can have him be Cad Bane. So what else is kicking around in this collections for Season 2? So first off, there's the Fenzale Superior Weapon Set. It's a box of items called Shadow Kiss and Underworld's Embrace Blasters. So it looks like these items can only be equipped by Fenzale, so that'll be cool. That's a cool name, Shadow Kiss and Underworld's Embrace. It looks like he's a dual blaster wielder. However, there's also a ton of other weapons on here, and these weapons look like they're going to be for you. So there's going to be kind of two sets, it looks like. Once again, these could change. The first set has kind of generic names, so there's the FZ-39 Shadow Assault Cannon, Blaster, Dual Saber, Blaster Rifle, Sniper Rifle, and Lightsaber. And I'm sure you guys want a preview of that. The bad news is, here's your preview. These items are clearly not finished. If you zoom in, you can almost see the texture. It says Missing Granny. It's kind of short for a missing texture. And that's for all of them, unfortunately. I know it's very disappointing to you. Maybe we'll get more of these preview later on. These don't have any fun flavor text. So I'm guessing these might be, this is my guess, they might be the free-to-play preferred subscriber track. Or Galactic Seasons track, so probably all players can earn these, and the other set of weapons I assume only subscribers can earn. No way to verify this. However, the other set of weapons are really, really cool because they have actual names, each one. We don't have a preview for them. Again, unfortunately, it's that green glowing ball of goop. So we've got Blackout is going to be called the Assault Cannon, and their flavor text reads like this. A rare and specialized weapon from the Shadow Syndicate's innermost vaults. Exclusive to only the highest ranking and most prominent members of the Syndicate. To wield this weapon signifies one's power and influence throughout the underworld. So that's Blackout is the name of the Assault Cannon. Crepuscule, probably saying that wrong again, is going to be the Blaster Pistol. And of course, it'll be as part of collections, so you can unlock it across your entire account once you've earned it. Twilight is going to be the double-bladed lightsaber, and this is fun. So it's got that same flavor text, but it has a little bonus that says, Fen Zale has worked through his connections to trace a reliable individual with known skills in producing dual sabers for those with the skill to wield them. And the lightsaber, Nightfall, has a very similar little snippet there. Oh, look at that. Beautiful. You're welcome. That's probably not the finished one. Obscurity is going to be the name of the sniper rifle. And Evanfall is going to be the name of the blaster rifle. So we've got those cool named weapons. We haven't seen named weapons for quite a while in the game as part of things you could earn. They were kind of a staple when the game first came out, so I'm excited to see them making a bit of a comeback there. So what else is kicking around in collections here? We've also got something called the Shadow Initiates Armor Set and the Shadow Enforcers Armor Set. Unfortunately, we don't get a proper preview of that one. You can see there's items here with the names, but the armor set that's actually showing up is the Mithrin armor sets from the previous Galactic Seasons event. So those are just kind of like a placeholder for now. They just kind of pop them in collections and are waiting for the final art or graphics and stuff like that. There's also the two different mounts that are in here. There's one called the Vectron ST-13. You guys are going to laugh when you see the preview. Yes. Flying on nothing, so obviously that one's not done yet. And the Triumbra. And it has actual flavor text. So this one is Fen Zale's highly modified Vectron ST comes equipped with advanced turbine combustion, improving the base mount speed from 90% to 110%. This vehicle cannot exceed a movement speed of 130%. Use the mount flourish key binding to activate this mount's flourish. So it looks like it's going to have a mount flourish. Some interesting stuff going on with the speed. So I'm not quite sure if this means if you equip this on a low-level character, maybe it'll get to go a little faster earlier, or if this will actually make you go faster even on a character that has all the speed stuff unlocked already. I have a feeling it doesn't. We'll have to test it out proper when it comes out. The last thing that's showing up in here is some other mounts. So we've got the Tellurian Thurb, the Conflagrant Thurb, and the Brumel Thurb. So here's what the Tellurian looks like. These guys, right now the preview window is a little smooshed. There's something funky going on with test server, so he will look kind of like this. They've got these cute little hanging thing, but you can get a better idea of his proportions in the Strongholds window. So this is more how they're shaped. But here's a closer up preview of that little cutie. So there's going to be the Tellurian Thurb, the Conflagrant Thurb, basically the same one, just different colors. This is what we saw last season too. And the Brumel Thurb. Now here's where it gets fun. That's three. That's 3 Thurbs. However, when you look in Strongholds, there's actually 4. And here is the Natatorial Thurb. He's kind of a yellow, green, red color. He's the same kind of little guy, but it didn't show up on collections. Maybe they'll add him later, or maybe he didn't make the cut. I don't know. So very interesting is in the Strongholds window, all 4 of these mounts show up as Season 2 subscriber reward track. So these ones might not be accessible to free-to-play players, unfortunately, or preferred players. One other thing to support that is on the test server, there's this vendor. This vendor is very interesting. The idea is that, let's say you're a free-to-play or preferred player. You want one of these rewards on the subscriber track really bad, but you can't access it because it's on the subscriber track. This vendor will allow you to purchase those. If you're a subscriber, this guy, you may have tried to talk to him and he wouldn't sell you anything. That's because he didn't want to sell you something you might accidentally earn on the track later on. So on this vendor, once again, if you're a subscriber, you'd probably just earn this naturally. You wouldn't have to go buy it. But a preferred or free-to-play player, or maybe even a player who started late in the season and wanted to buy it after the season was over, There's the Conflagrant Thurb for 3 Galactic Seasons tokens, the Tellurian Thurb for 2 Galactic Seasons tokens, and then the Vectron ST-13. I guess maybe that means it will show up on the subscriber track, huh? Let's see. Vectron ST-13, is he in here? Yeah, it shows up as Source Galactic Seasons Seasons 2, so I'm not sure. I'm not sure which track it'll be on. And also on here is the Shadow Initiate's armor set. It costs 5 Galactic Seasons tokens. I'd assume you'd earn that naturally. I wonder if it would show up on collections. If it would say in there. We can do a quick check. So the Shadow Initiate's armor set. It doesn't say which of the tracks you would get it on normally. And lastly, this vendor also has a gift for your companion that you can buy for 2 Galactic Seasons tokens that gives 20,000 influence just for Fenzale, the new companion. One other little interesting thing I wanted to show you guys is Jalet Now. So this vendor is the one that's more interesting to most players. She sells retired rewards. So I also showed you on a previous video on the test server that we're probably going to be getting a ton of new companion customizations for Master Ranos, for Darth Hexed, for Nico Akar, and for 2VR8 and C2N2 as part of Season 2. However, I went and checked the vendor today, and some retired ones are coming back as well. So if by any chance you really wanted the 2 promotional customizations, the 2VR8 and C2N2 HK55 inspired customizations, those are now going to also be, or at least should be, based on the test server, on the Galactic Seasons vendor for 2 Galactic Seasons tokens each. We're also seeing the new Darth Hexed customization showing up on this vendor for 3 Galactic Seasons tokens each. So those we have visible right here. So for Darth Hexed. And if you want them, it looks like those will be part of a rotating schedule as well. So if you wanted Darth Hexed's customizations, you'd have to wait for the week that HK55 is also on the vendor. Same thing with those 2 HK55 inspired customizations. So I'm hoping to come back tomorrow and see if there's any other new returning retired items on this vendor as well. Last thing another player found on the test server that I think is very interesting, not related to Galactic Seasons, but I figured you'd want to see it anyway, is if you search in the strongholds and search for Malgus, there's this new Malgus Command Center mount in the stronghold decorations. We don't know if this will actually be coming out. We don't know what the source will be. Often it'll say like source, Cartel Market, or source, Feast of Prosperity, or whatever other thing it came from, but this one says source miscellaneous. It's really cute. It's got lots of animation back here and here, and you can see the little chair where your character would sit if you zoom in close enough. I don't really know anything else about that, whether it's something you earn, possibly part of Galactic Seasons, though I don't think so. Maybe it's from the new operation, maybe it's from the new story, maybe it's from the new Flashpoint. We had no idea. No indicator at all. Just thought you guys might like to see it and be like, yeah, I want to put my character in that Darth Malgus chamber. Oh, yeah. That's everything I think I wanted to show you on the test server. So what we're actually supposed to be doing on here is to be testing right now the Sith Warrior and the Bounty Hunter. So if you want to give feedback about that, I've got a ton of other videos that will teach you how to download the test server yourself and how to give feedback. Just check the descriptions of those other videos about the public test server. Hope you guys enjoyed the little preview, and I hope you have a great day.